Hey, what up guys? It's Nader from Friends 3 back with some more war replays. We fought a clan called Asediados and they were pretty good. You can see our percentage, again 99.28% against their 94.28. So the stars were close, but the percentage wasn't. We had some really nice attacks. We just weren't able to finish off the last two. I was only able to 1-star, 84% as a ring base. Couldn't quite get into the core. And then our boy Krov had a 98% on that. So we were 3 stars short, but 99 and change on the percentage. So great war by us. Let's look at these attacks, see what we got. First one up is Ryan. We're going to be watching his 6-pack. He had 2 really good attacks. This one on a 9.5, so you know he's got 5 air mines, which running air on can be difficult when you got 5 air mines popping your hounds. But he comes in with a really nice attack here from the bottom with his kill squad. He's going to take out a large portion of this base so that when he has his air portion, there's not really much left. I think he takes out all 3 of these bottom and left side ADs. So all he's got is the AD next to the town hall for the hound and some loons, and it's GG. So you see this thing developing. He's got his kill squad going in down there. He dropped that jump in to get his troops into the core. Pops his King Rage, double poison for the CC, or single poison I should say. And once the CC gets taken out by his kill squad, his troops are going to move left, and then they're going to move north into that last compartment. He gets some lucky bounces here by his bowlers, who take out that final AD, that third AD, with some help from his AQ. And then once that goes down, you can see, I mean, he's almost at 50% total destruction here with just his kill squad. So he brings his hound in from 3 o'clock with some targeted loons and a haste spell to get his troops there into that final AD. And once the AD goes down, there's nothing that can stop a bunch of loons. So right before the hound goes down, he drops his backside loons at 12 o'clock, which will easily take out those last couple defenses up there. I don't think his hound pops here. Well, maybe it does. It's only got a sliver of health left. If any kind of air mine or anything hits it, it's going to pop. I don't think it does. You can see he's got those pesky little air skeletons, but his queen was able to take them out. Yeah, the hound doesn't pop. So he brings 1 hound and it doesn't even pop. Nice attack. Swags a spell. I'm not sure what the heal was for. Maybe for the loons. Because he only had 1 hound to tank. Maybe if that hound was going to pop, he was going to use that heal to keep his loons up. But he didn't even need it. So he swags a spell. The 1 hound that he brings doesn't even pop. He's got a ton of loons left. Great attack by him on a 9.5. And here's his 6-pack. So Ryan, our number 8, taking on their number 8, which is a Town Hall 9, but it's very well developed. Pretty close to max walls, max defense, high-level heroes, and he brings basically the same attack. So he comes at the top left with 2 golems and wizards to clear out the trash. He drops in his AQ to speed up the process. I watched this attack live. I thought that jump might have missed. You can see on that top left portion, I wasn't sure if his troops were going to actually jump into that compartment. But as you'll see here in a second, once he takes care of the CC, it does. So there goes the golems. There goes his BK and his bowlers into that core. And his goal on this attack, as with any air attack, is to take out the enemy CC. At least 1 AD and the enemy AQ. He ends up taking out 2 ADs, the CC and an AQ, which is really good for an air attack. So once that happens, he brings in his balloon parade from the left corner. 2 hounds, both to the first AD, with some targeted loons and some haste spells to get him in there quickly. And then more loons along the bottom as defenses are being distracted by those hounds. The hounds move through the base here. That final hound pops a little bit early, but he's got so many loons up that it's not going to matter. That haste spell just barely catches the corner of those loons, and then they're still under haste as they move into that last set of defenses, which is a mortar which is not an issue, and then 1 archer tower for like 8 loons. It's not going to be an issue at all. So he brings a couple minions. I like that, just in case your pups get eaten up during the attack. It's always good if you can to either save a loon or bring a couple minions for cleanup, which you see he does there. So he's got enough hounds and minions and loons to easily take out the space. Really nice job by Ryan coming with the air for the 6-pack. Good job, buddy. All right, number 13. Getting taken out by Nemesis. Nice attack by Nem here. It's one of his go-to attacks, the Queen Walk Vaho. These guys had some pretty good bases. I mean, good as in they were nice anti-3-star bases. They, nothing symmetrical. Everything was kind of funky, so it makes it more difficult to plan an attack when the walls are all out of sorts and the defenses are in different places. But it also makes it more fun. It really forces you to plan your strategy out and not just go into it with the same attack you use on every base. You really have to plan out your strategy and where you're going to come from and what spells you're going to drop. I like what Nem did there. A lot of guys don't. They'll use a rage or their AQ ability. I like how he dropped that poison down on the enemy AQ to slow down her rate of fire so that he didn't have to pop his queen's ability and he didn't have to use a rage there. So nice use of the poison. You can see he brings a couple minions down there at the bottom and that wizard to help start that funnel so that as his queen moves south and he's going to drop his BK and his Valks, they can only go into the core and they're not going to veer off to the right over there. So he draws the CC out and here comes a golem, which is great for messing up timing, but it's just really not going to, obviously it doesn't do any damage to your queen. So he drops the rage there just to speed it up. Golem can definitely mess up your timing and cause you not to 3-star a base because of the time limits, but it's not going to, again, do any damage to your queen. So if you're running short on time, you can choose to drop a rage down just to speed up the process of taking her out, or you can choose not to depending on how quickly your raid is progressing. So you can see he drops his BK and his mass Valk attack in there. There's only one place for him to go, which is into the core. He's going to drop that rage down so they tear some stuff up, and then his heal goes down there to keep him at full health. And they're just going to absolutely destroy the core of this base. His Valks are moving through, and then here come the targeted hogs along the bottom right and right corner. As the hogs move through and as defenses continue to target his kill squad, he brings in more hogs. And as his hogs progress through here, he's still got his BK ability. He's still got some Valks, a ton of Valks in the core. His AQ's pounded on some walls like she loves to do along the back side there. But there's just way too many troops up. He's going to swag this heal. So nice attack by Nemesis. Great base identification to plan this attack out, to know how to create the funnels and where to send his troops. There's the swagger. Nice job, dude. Keep it up. All right, number 14. I think this is J-Rad taking on their 14 with a nice air attack. So we had some nice air attacks this war. J-Rad bringing this one here. Again, you can see kind of low-level base, pretty medium-level heroes, but it's a funky base. It's not your average run-of-the-mill, like anti-2-star kind of junk base. These guys had some really good bases, so you really had to plan these attacks out, and we did a really nice job of base identification, seeing what could attack these bases and take them out. So he starts his queen walk at 9 o'clock. His queen's going to come in here. His goal here is to take out those 2 left side ADs and the CC. And then he's going to bring his BK in at 12 o'clock with some Valks to take out the heroes. You can see he dropped a couple minions up there to start that funnel. And as his queen moves through here, she's going to take on this CC here in a second, which I don't think was part of the plan initially for the CC to come out at that time. It threw off the timing a little bit. But so he pops his queen ability, and that AD is taking on those healers, which you'll see here in a second almost messes up this attack. So he drops down that rage to keep his queen alive as much as possible with one healer on her, but she just gets to that last AD and completes that objective there for this attack. He drops his BK and some Valks up top, knowing that everything's going to go into the core, even though there's those storages on the outside. Drops the heal down to keep him at full health. and then that objective's complete. He's got the heroes dead, he's got his kill squad coming through, so he starts his air attack. He's got 2 hounds on the same AD with some targeted loons, and then a haste spell to bring those loons into that AD, which he wants to kill off as soon as possible to keep that hound with as much health as possible. And then as the loons continue to progress through the base, he drops that second haste and then gets the loons there into that Tesla farm. Tesla farms can be a pain for loons, but he's got too many loons in there. He's got his BK helping, and just the mass amount of loons, there's no way that this base is going to be able to stop him. You can see he's got a ton of pups, a ton of loons. He brought that backside minion up there. If you look up top here, he might have ran out of time. I think I remember it being pretty close, but that one backside minion was able to take out those 2 storages and make sure this was a 3-star. So if you can bring a couple extra minions to save for the end, do it. All right, number 17, taken out by Spyro. Spyro he's an 8.5 with 10/10 heroes. So anytime you can come in on a max Town Hall 9 defense, this guy doesn't have expos, but he's got max defense, really good walls, 17/17 heroes. So this is a tough base. Again, no expos, but still a tough base for a guy with 10/10 heroes to take out, and Spyro does a really nice job here smashing this guy. So 1 golem from 6 o'clock creates the funnel, pops the wall, and then sends everything down into that bottom compartment. Double poison for the CC, rages up his Valks and his kill squad, heals them as they go into the core. So everything's looking really good at this point. Once the Valks break through that wall and everything's committed to go core, he drops his second rage. There it is. And then I believe, he starts his hog attack down there from the bottom right. Targeted hogs. You only need to send 2 hogs per defense when you have troops in the core that are tanking for your hogs. If your hogs are going to be naked, taking on a defense by themselves, then you want to drop 3 hogs. So you can see here he does a really nice job being patient as his kill squad moves along this base. Then he drops more hogs to that top side, and then just to ensure that his hogs are going to take out these last remaining defenses, down goes the final heal. He probably could have swagged it because there's only 2 defenses there, and all those hogs would have taken him out easily, but just to make sure his hogs are at full health. And then here's a troll Tesla. We've been seeing these a lot lately. I'm not a fan. They can mess up timing, but for cleanup attacks, it's stupid. It's wasted DPS. So whatever. Keep using your troll Teslas so we can keep smashing your bases. Good job, Spyro. All right, number 18. Nice attack here by Sack Wolf. I think this might be his YouTube debut. Another semi-decent Town Hall 9 with no expos. That's kind of what these guys did in order to lower their war weights. A lot of their bottom Town Hall 9s didn't have expos, which is fine. But Sack's got pretty low-level heroes, so for him to come in here and smash this base is a really good job. He has a wall breaker fail there. I think during the initial plan, I told him not to bring wall breakers anyway, and that his troops would target that gold storage there, and that he wouldn't need to bring wall breakers, but so the wall breaker fail didn't really matter. Nice rage there to bring his troops into the core. Double poison for the CC. He's going to drop his heal down here in a second to keep all his kill squad alive, especially his Valks. And then as his Valks move through the base, little miss on the rage there. I definitely prefer raging my Valks over raging my bowlers, especially on a Valk based attack. So he kind of missed his rage there, but it didn't matter because the Valks are moving through so nicely. And then you can see he brings in his targeted hogs from the bottom left and left hand side here. Nice heal there to keep his kill squad and that group of hogs alive, and then just more targeted hogs along the top side, and then more targeted hogs down here along the bottom. The space is trashed. Sackwolf with the 12-12 heroes beating this thing down very nicely. Nice attack. Nice debut on the tube. Good job, man. All right, number 19. 19 getting taken out by Dean. Dean is a brand new 8.5. He's got a level 6 queen, and I know this base is basically a Town Hall 8 with an AQ, but he's got 4 big bombs, and he's got high level walls. Dean brings in an HGHB attack here, and for For what he does, it's a really nice attack. He's new to Town Hall 9, so he's not very well versed at the Town Hall 9 attacks, but he's getting the hang of it pretty quickly. So Giants here from the top right creates the funnel, make sure everything goes into the core, and then you want to drop that shallow rage to make sure that you get your healers raged as well. The CC comes out, you double poison them, and then you drop your second rage down to make sure it includes your healers again, because it's super important that you keep all of your kill squad, namely your Giants, at full health as they move through the space. One of the things that impressed me the most about this attack that Dean does is his patience. I think a lot of guys might have started dropping their hogs right now, because hey, you know, the CC's dead, the AQ and the BK are dead, let's start dropping hogs down. But he does a nice job of waiting. He waits to make sure that his kill squad's progressing through the base, soaking up all that DPS before he starts dropping his hogs. He's going to drop his hogs down here bottom right on that cannon as they begin to target that BK. So nice identification there, seeing that, hey, there's this defense that is attacking my BK that his BK is not going to get to very quickly. So boom, drop some hogs on it. As his Giants move into the base, that's when he starts dropping his hogs. Really great patience for a guy that's new to Town Hall 9. He drops that heal down perfectly just as hogs begin to converge, and as they're about to hit that big bomb, and then he's still got 6 hogs in the bags and a heal for 2 remaining defenses. Boom, the heal goes down, the hogs go down, and this base is trashed out. He's still got his queen ability, he's still got his BK up, a crazy amount of hogs, had a whiz in the bag, totally smashed the space. Nice job, Dean, keep it up, dude. And then one more, let's look at a Town Hall 8. Our boy Sean Izzle, who took a break from war for a while, but now he's back and smashing bases. This is a max Town Hall 8. He's got max walls, max defense, max BK, which for another 8 is not the craziest challenge in the world, but it's still hard. Any 8 versus a max Hall 8 can be a tough attack if you don't know what you're doing. But Sean brings a nice go, it's a go boho, because I think he has bowlers in the CC, so he doesn't bring any Valks. Nice attack by him there with the 2 golems on the bottom right. Huge funnel to make sure everything's going to go into the core. Double poison for the CC, which at Town Hall 8, you have a drag and a loon most times. It's not going to do anything to 2 golems. And then once everything goes core, you drop down that rage. He might have missed it just a tad. He definitely could have led it a little bit better, but it ended up working out. And then as his troops go core here and they're soaking up all that DPS, you start your targeted hogs along the top right. 3 hogs to the whiz tower, 3 hogs to the cannon, 3 hogs to the mortar. See, it's that waterfall technique. If you guys aren't using that technique, you got to start, because it's the only way to do it. 2 to 3 hogs per defense based on the strength of that defense and based on if your hogs are being attacked by anything else at the time. And then as your hogs converge here, boom, down goes the heal. He might have just slightly missed that. It ended up working out. I think he wanted to lead it a lot, which was actually a pretty good plan there to make sure that these last remaining defenses weren't going to take out his hogs before he was able to take them out. And the rest is cleanup. So really nice attack by Sean. Welcome back, dude. We're happy to have you. We're glad to have you back. And keep up the good work. And that's it. The normal 7 replays, 7 smashes. Good job by Friends 3 taking these guys out. And make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll keep producing them. Thanks, guys. Peace.